Hey folks, Scott here. Hey, gonna touch base real quick on a little bit about fuel for your body. What's your nutrition habits like? What are you putting into yourself? So, talk real quick about how I'm feeding my machine. My diet is really simple. I eat good, clean food when I want to, when it's available. Pretty much what I want when I want. I'm way too lazy to count macros, carbs, calories, weight portions, any of that stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. I love my veggies. I love eggs, fish, lean meat, pork and beef. I eat salad up the wazoo. I eat salad probably, I'll eat it 2, 3 times a day sometimes. I just love it. I never get enough of it. So, again, just a good, clean, basic diet. Haven't had a soda in years. Never been a fan of that garbage. Pretty much cut out all the alcohol. A ton of water during the day. So, again, just super basic, super clean. I actually enjoy that kind of diet. So it's not a struggle for me to stay with it. Um, so a couple years ago, when I first got on my fitness journey and I started pushing my workouts about 4 to 6 months after my initial launch, I was really making good progress with it, and I decided I was going to push myself harder. I went through my first obstacle course race, and really had a lot of fun with it. But I knew I had a lot more in the tank, and I wanted to see how far I could go with my performance level as my age is getting up there. So I knew I needed two things out of my diet. Number one was proper energy. I didn't feel like I was getting enough. I didn't have enough oomph in my tank during some of my workouts, and then after the day, I was depleted quite a bit. I wasn't taking in the proper nutrients at the proper time. Probably had the wrong balance of what I needed at the time. Again, lazy, never really understood or studied nutrition. Just kept it clean and kept it going as I felt like I needed it. So proper energy was a big thing that I knew I needed to get from my diet. The second thing was the nutrition to help maximize the recovery. Okay, I was always sore. I was 50 years old. I was working, in my opinion, pretty hard, and I just wasn't recovering as rapidly or as quickly as I'd like to, as I needed to. So, two things again: proper energy levels, proper recovery. Okay, so coming back into the fitness field after being away from for over 2 decades and not doing anything, I just started googling stuff, trying to understand what products were worth what out there on the market. I'd worked with some other stuff or used some other stuff, way back when I was doing my powerlifting and my jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. Um, they were still out there, but I wanted to kind of get up to the current time to see what was out there. So I didn't know anything about first form at the time. Basically, I figured whatever I had was better than nothing, and it was a stepping stone, and I'd figure out my way and get through this. And it's an expensive little endeavor at times, but that's how I tend to do things. So I was essentially buying whatever I could find that was on sale or had a special introductory offer or something like that, just not knowing. And again, just thinking whatever I had in me, better than I had yesterday, so let's go with it. So after a couple of months on a couple of other products, basically protein supplement products, um, I really didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. I didn't feel like I was going in a better direction. I wasn't recovering as fast as I thought I should. I was still quite sore. I had a lot of soreness with the work I was doing. And, you know, eventually I don't know what it was, but I said, okay, I went with first form. It was just something I decided to give it a shot. So the first thing I did was the Formula One ignition stack post workout recovery. Um, I'd never done a protein drink right after training. I don't know, never. Again, this is back 25 years ago when I was active and taking supplements. Just didn't have enough information on it. So I would do a protein shake during the day or at night or something like that, but it wasn't enough, and it wasn't a regimented plan. So it never really worked out quite well for me. Um, so I noticed almost immediately within 2 weeks of being on Formula One and Ignition after my workouts that the soreness was really dissipating. I just didn't feel it, so I thought maybe I was actually slacking on my workouts. Fact of the matter is, no, I was just getting the right fuel finally to fuel the recovery cycle of my workout. Second thing I did was I added level 1 before bedtime. Um, I tend to eat quite a bit, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night hungry all the time. I used to. Cassian helped me, just it seemed to help me sleep through the night better. Um, and I wasn't going to bed with a heavy meal in my stomach, so I didn't feel like I was taxing my system. I used to go to bed, I'd have a couple of slices of peanut butter toast, and that would keep me full throughout the night for the most part. That and a glass of milk usually. Um, you know, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. There's a lot of junk in there. It's really not a good plan if you're trying to be leaner and better. So no more peanut butter toast at bedtime. That's off the list, and level 1 is on the list every night, and I feel great for it. So the third thing I did was to improve my overall health with OptiGreens, and then I actually added on microfactor after that. Started doing some reading on the greens, realized how important that was for so many things, antioxidants, gut health, and just a ton of good stuff going through your system with that. I always thought that because I was eating clean, I didn't need the vitamin and the mineral supplements. So I just stayed away from it. I figured I would just piss that stuff out anyways, because so much of the stuff that's out there is water based, and others, just wasn't a good product. So I was wrong about eating clean and getting everything I needed. It clearly wasn't the case, because when I got on the OptiGreens, it felt like my whole system just went into a passing gear. I just felt like everything was working better. Um, my digestive tract, it just, again, you eat a heavy meal and you just feel lethargic, and I just don't feel that anymore. I haven't felt that in a long time. It was almost like an octane boost or something for my system. Everything just seems to work better, cleaner, smoother, and again, at 51 years old, training the way I do, I feel great. I just absolutely love it. So, real quick summary. Um, and another thing with the foundation products, the OptiGreens, and the microfactor, I know I did those backwards. I should have added that first, get my system right, and then start layering in the protein and the other stuff that I've worked with. Um, Lesson learned. I know that now, and now it's all part of my daily routine. So it all worked out real good. So, real quick, the foundational products, OptiGreens and microfactors for your gut health, proper fats, oils, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. There's just so much good stuff in these packets. It really just gets your system running in a nice, smooth, efficient process. Number 2, post workout with Formula One and Ignition. Get the Ignition, obviously, if you're not aware, replenishes your glycogen levels, helps get that fast assimilating protein into your system, into your muscle cells where you need it fast. And again, that was probably the best thing for me when I got started, or when I got started pushing the issue more with my training. I think that stuff really helped carry me over the line and really improved my overall performance. And again, the recovery times were amazing. No soreness anymore. And then the Cassian was kind of the kicker at nighttime to help me get through the night, and also continue to feed my body in a slow, sustained rate throughout the night, and help maximize results. So a couple of quick, simple things. Again, not a lot of crazy science in there, just good basic facts that's worked really well for me. Other things I'd like to do with nutrition, I want to take it farther. I want to learn more about it and really optimize this machine. Again, 51 years old, I figure I got about 20 years of piss and vinegar left in this tank. I'm going to get every ounce of it that I can, and this is all part of the plan. So hope there's something in there good for you, and leave a comment, ask a question, DM me, see if there's anything I can do to help you out or answer any of your questions. First Phorm, baby.